The cameras are rolling. The hot wings are cleared. The crowd, or, well, the crew behind the cameras, completely freezes. And just like that, Hollywood had a new obsession.
Oh, absolutely. The internet basically shattered.
It really did. Welcome to Starscope Report. Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And today's story is one that has been taking over every single timeline.
Right. Because today we are doing a deep dive into the headline that everybody's talking about. Keke Palmer finally breaks silence on Sean Evans' romance.
Yes, finally. I feel like we've been waiting for this for, what, almost a decade?
Literally. So we're taking a massive stack of sources today. We've got celebrity gossip blogs like Perez Hilton and Reality Tea. We've got lifestyle interviews. And we're even pulling from a peer-reviewed psychology paper out of Singapore Management University.
Which sounds intense for a celebrity gossip story, but trust me, it is so relevant.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because our mission today isn't just to, spill the tea on a potential relationship. We want to use this viral Hollywood moment as a case study. We are looking at why the internet is just so obsessed with writing celebrities' love stories faster than they can actually live them.
Right. The psychology behind why we care so much.
Exactly. And if you're loving these Hollywood twists and want to understand the real stories behind them, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
You definitely don't want to miss what's coming.
So before we can really analyze the internet's intense, kind of unhinged reaction to this potential romance, we need to establish exactly what happened between Keke and Sean.
Right. Because this wasn't just a random hookup. Their history is why fans are so desperate for them to get together.
Yeah, this was the ultimate slow burn. So Keke first survived the wings of death on Hot Ones way back in 2017.
Which is wild to think about, 2017.
Right. And then, fast forward to 2023, Sean Evans goes on Amelia de Moldenberg's show, Chicken Shop Date. And he confesses that Keke is his ultimate celebrity crush. He calls her a, quote, very charming woman.
And Keke obviously sees this because she responds on Instagram saying it was love at first hot wing.
Love at first hot wing. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So the fans are already manifesting it. But then we hit September 2025. Keke goes back on Hot Ones for a record third visit.
And this is where the moment happens.
Yes. They're sitting there. She leans across a table of these progressively spicier, mind-melting wings, and she just asks Sean for a quick smooch to see if there's a spark.
And he doesn't even hesitate.
No hesitation. They kiss. The editors drop in these slow-motion CGI fireworks. And Sean just declares it's a snapshot he'll remember when his life flashes before his eyes.
I mean, that is cinematic. That is rom-com level dialogue right there.
It totally is. It's like watching a real-life romantic comedy where the audience has been just screaming at the screen for 8 years for the leads to finally kiss. So when it happens, it feels like this massive collective victory for the internet.
Right, but to really understand the friction here, you have to look at the contrast between these two. Because while Keke is super open, Sean is notoriously private.
Yeah, let's talk about Sean's background for a second. He was born in 1986 in Evanston, Illinois. He's got a broadcast journalism degree from the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign.
A trained journalist.
Exactly. He created Hot Ones specifically to break down celebrity PR walls. But he guards his own personal life like it's a state secret.
He really does. He had a quiet, long-term relationship with Natasha Alexis Martinez that flew totally under the radar.
Yeah, and then there was that brief early 2024 fling with the adult film star Melissa Stratton.
Right. And how did that end again?
It ended abruptly by Valentine's Day. And reports explicitly said it was because Sean just couldn't handle the overwhelming media attention.
Wow. So he literally walked away from a relationship because the public glare was too intense.
Exactly. Which brings us to the very problem Keke is pointing out right now. But wait till you hear what came next, because the internet's reaction is actually suffocating their connection.
Yeah, the pressure is unreal.
Which perfectly sets up her July 2026 appearance on Today with Jenna and Chanel.
This interview was so telling.
Right. She went on there and confirmed their chemistry is, quote, 100% genuine. She said it couldn't be forced, and she called him her work husband.
But she also had to basically beg the fans to back off.
She really did. She explicitly told fans to let it cook. She said she was gagged her words, that fans were ready to just marry her off in 2 seconds.
She even mentioned TSA agents interrogating her at the airport, like just trying to get through security, and people are demanding relationship updates.
It's completely out of hand.
Yeah.
And Keke explicitly called this public investment, quote, so parasocial.
Which is such an interesting word for her to use. Because she's exactly right. And this is where that Singapore Management University research paper comes in.
Yeah, let's get into that. What exactly does parasocial mean in this context? Because people throw that word around on TikTok all the time.
They do, yeah. But clinically, parasocial relationships, a term coined by Horton and Wohl back in 1956, are these intimate, one-sided relationships where audiences feel this perceived friendship and identification with a media persona.
So feeling like you actually know a celebrity because you see them all the time.
Exactly. It happens through repeated exposure. But the SMU study found something really crucial for the modern era. The key predictor of these relationships today is self-disclosure.
Self-disclosure, like
Yeah.
sharing personal secrets online.
Basically, yeah. Social media has completely erased the line between persona and spectator. So when celebrities share inside jokes, or they have casual podcast banter, or they show honest expressions of emotion, it creates these intense, very real feelings of intimacy for the fans.
Wait, I have to ask then, if the whole premise of Hot Ones is to use spicy food to strip away PR polish and basically force celebrities into vulnerable self-disclosure,
Yeah.
isn't Sean Evans essentially running a massive, highly efficient parasocial relationship factory?
Oh, wow. I mean, yes, that is exactly what he's doing. By breaking down their walls, he's creating this fast-track intimacy between the audience, the guest, and himself.
So the audience already feels deeply personally bonded to Sean, and they feel bonded to Keke because she's so naturally authentic.
Right. So when you put them together, sharing this vulnerable romantic moment, the fans' brains are basically reacting like their two best friends in real life just started dating.
Which explains why the internet is so obsessed. And hey, later in the episode, we'll talk about the shocking twist nobody saw coming with Sean's dating life.
Oh, yeah, that twist is wild.
So stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next, because we are getting into the messy reality of modern romance.
Because that's the thing, right? The internet has written this really neat fairy tale script based on all this parasocial bonding.
Yeah, they want the rom-com ending.
But the actual reality of adult relationships is so much more complex. And our sources show that Keke and Sean are operating in reality, not a movie.
Right. Let's look at Keke's actual boundaries when it comes to relationships. According to lifestyle sources, she's openly stated she doesn't want to live with her next significant other.
Wait, really? She doesn't want to live with a partner at all?
Nope. She heavily values her independence, her personal space, and her self-care routines. She is actively rejecting the traditional relationship escalator.
The relationship escalator, that's a great way to put it.
You know, that expectation that first you date, then you move in, then you get married. The internet wants that exact escalator for her. But as she said, fans write the story quicker than you can live it.
Which brings us to the bombshell from the gossip sites.
Yes. Perez Hilton and Reality Tea dropped this massive detail. Sean Evans has recently been spotted with an active, verified profile on Raya.
Raya, for anyone who doesn't know, is like the super exclusive, invite-only celebrity dating app.
Exactly. And his profile reportedly says he works in TV, lives in New York, but is currently, quote, visiting Los Angeles.
So wait, while the internet is practically planning their wedding, Sean is swiping on a dating app in LA.
Apparently so.
I mean, that is just, it really highlights the nuance here. Keke noted that genuine chemistry is not the same thing as a confirmed romance.
Right. Two adults can share a kiss on YouTube, have a deep connection, go to an intimate Italian dinner in Brooklyn, and still just be taking things one wing at a time.
Exactly. They can still be keeping their options open on dating apps. The internet's parasocial investment demands this immediate, exclusive Hollywood ending.
Yeah, they want a neat bow on it.
Right, but that completely ignores the nuanced, messy reality of modern dating. People are allowed to figure things out without being locked into a marriage after one date.
It's so true. The pressure we put on public figures to conform to our fantasies is just out of control.
It really is.
Which kind of brings us to the end of our journey today. We started with this viral, firework-lit kiss over hot wings, right?
Right, the internet-breaking moment.
And then we explored the psychological engine of parasocial relationships, driven by celebrity self-disclosure, thanks to that SMU paper.
And finally grounded the internet's fairy tale with the realities of dating apps and Keke's independent boundaries.
Exactly. So, the big takeaway here for you listening at home. The next time you find yourself deeply invested in a celebrity couple, just take a step back.
Yeah, ask yourself why you care so much.
Right. Ask yourself, are you just enjoying their genuine chemistry, Or are you projecting a parasocial fantasy onto two real people who are honestly just trying to figure it out?
It's a really important question to ask.
It is, because I want to leave you with one final kind of provocative thought to mull over.
Oh, what is it?
Well, think about Sean. If the intense glare of the public eye and media pressure is exactly what caused him to end his last relationship with Melissa Stratton just to protect his privacy,
Right, he hates the spotlight on his personal life.
could the internet's obsessive desire to see Sean and Keke together actually be the very thing that stops the romance from ever fully getting off the ground?
Oh, wow. Like, we might actually ruin it by wanting it too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We might be loving it to death. It's definitely something to think about. You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.